I had recently purchased a gorgeous 22-foot speedboat. It was the kind of boat you dream of owning, fast, sleek, and perfect for summer days on the lake. The best part? I had a lease for exclusive rights to the lake. This wasn't some community pond. I had a formal lease to use the water, meaning I was fully entitled to boat there. It was my sanctuary, a peaceful, quiet place to enjoy the water without a care in the world. Or so I thought. One day, I launched my boat, cruising across the calm waters, feeling on top of the world. I was doing everything by the book, following the rules about boating hours, keeping noise levels low, and respecting the peaceful nature of the lake. But the moment I thought I was living the dream, the HOA stepped in. I started receiving letters from the HOA, first politely suggesting that boats on the lake were discouraged, then later becoming increasingly aggressive. They claimed that my boat was disturbing the peace of the neighborhood, even though it wasn't loud, and no one had ever complained directly to me. The HOA tried to convince me that I should park my boat elsewhere. But here's the kicker: I leased the lake. This wasn't their decision to make. They had no authority over what I did on the water as long as I was following my lease agreement. Not backing down, I wrote a formal letter to the HOA, explaining my legal right to use the lake. I pointed out that their complaints were based on hearsay, and that I had all the paperwork to prove my case. But that wasn't enough for them. They doubled down, sending me even more aggressive letters and threatening to fine me if I didn't stop using the boat. So, I took action. I reached out to my neighbors, many of whom enjoyed the lake and didn't mind the boat. To my surprise, they were all supportive, and I gathered signatures from over 30 residents, all of whom were against the HOA's decision. Armed with this support and my lease agreement, I sought legal help. With a lawyer by my side, we took the HOA to court. The HOA argued that my boat was a nuisance, but the judge wasn't having it. The court ruled in my favor, stating that the HOA had no legal authority to ban my boat since I had exclusive rights to the lake. The judge also pointed out that the HOA's actions were unreasonable. In the end, I got to keep my boat, and the HOA had to revise their rules. It was a small but satisfying victory. Not only did I win back my right to enjoy the lake, but I also helped my neighbors see how important it is to stand up to overreach. So, if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, remember, know your rights, gather support, and don't be afraid to fight for what's yours. You might just win.